What's up guys, I'm Breland from YotaMafia, and today we're going to be showing you a how-to video on our true plug-and-play 3rd Gen Tacoma rock light kit. As far as we know, it is the only true plug-and-play rock light kit on the market. Alright, one of our first steps is on the passenger side fender well, is locating the hole where we'll be mounting one of our cyclones, which is right here next to the ABS controller, and we'll also be drilling our hole about 1 inch away from the center of that mounting point. On this model Tacoma, to make it a little easier on ourselves, since the ABS controller is in the passenger fender well, we're going to be drilling up from the bottom and just marking our hole to make sure that we're drilling about 1 inch to 2 inches towards the outside of the fender well. Alright, so we're still in section 1 of our install. The next step is going to be to locating this plug. This is a 2017 Tacoma, and the plug is right at the edge of the fuse box. It's important that we make sure that we put the included rubber grommets in the holes so there's no chafing of the wires. Alright, so now guys, we're going to be drilling our hole in the fender well of the bed of the Tacoma. We've measured about 5 inches away from our lip and about 1 3/4 inches out. We're making our mark right there so we know exactly where to drill our hole. Alright, so now that we've drilled our hole on the driver's side, it's going to be exactly the same on the passenger side. It's important to make sure that we don't over torque it, as we are using a lock washer and there's really no reason to tighten it down that tight. Alright, so now all 4 rock lights are installed. We're going to get to installing our harnesses. So we'll be using a factory mount from our fuse box to mount our relay unit nice and secure. So now we're ready to hook up our positive wire. We've routed the wire through the battery terminal boot just to make it a little bit cleaner. So now we'll be installing our front wiring harness. It's pretty basic. We have the connections for our relay unit, the connections for our rear rock light harness, and the connections for our front left rock light. So now we'll be hooking our pigtails together for the front wiring harness. So we'll be plugging in our red female pigtail from the front of the wiring harness into the blue male pigtail on the relay unit. Alright, just like that. So now we've connected our rear rock light harness to the rock light, and we routed the harness down through the fender liner to this bracket on top of the frame rail that we also routed the harness through as a nice mounting point and keeps it nice and out of the way. Now we'll be routing the T-section of the rear harness over to the passenger fender well. Alright, so earlier guys, we left out this long black wire. Now we'll be going back to it and running it into the cab. It can be a little difficult to push on through there. If you do use a little bit of soapy water just to lubricate up the end, it should push through with no problem. So we'll be unplugging the factory harness from the bed light switch. We're just going to be plugging in our switch adapter. It just clicks in like that, and we're going to click it back in to the other side. Alright, so we do have 3 options how we can hook this up. We have option 1 where we disable the bed light. The reason that we have that option is we had a lot of feedback from guys with rooftop tents and camper shells that, you know, like just don't use the bed light and really don't need it. I have option 2 installed on the YotaMafia Tacoma, as I still do like the bed light to shine through the RTT a little bit, and you can still see it in the bed. So option 2 uses the rock lights and the bed lights in sync. And then we have option 3 where you can use a aftermarket switch to control the bed light independently of the rock lights. The reason that we have option 3 is if you want to drive down the road with your rock lights on all the time and you don't want your bed light shining people behind you, you can wire in that aftermarket switch just to put right here so you can still turn on your bed light when you want to. Alright, so since we'll be using option 2 on our instructions, we're going to hook the male spade adapter and the female spade adapter together. Then we're going to bring in our black relay wire and plug it in right here. Everything is good to go now. I'm ready to push it back in. So now we've left our rock lights in the auto mode in the center position on the switch. We're going to shut the door, lock the truck, and the rock lights go off. If we want to reactivate the rock lights, all we have to do is unlock the truck or open any door if the truck is unlocked. On certain model Tacomas, if you touch your door handle and open the door, your rock lights will come on as well. On certain model Tacomas, all you have to do to activate your rock lights is touch the door handle and unlock the truck. Alright guys, and that's it. Our rock lights are installed. If you have any questions about this kit, go to YotaMafia.com, send us an email, or give us a call.